Good afternoon everyone, my name is Shirei, and although I usually create content in Polish, today we're working on an English text, so it's just fitting that I will be speaking in English. So, without further ado, what is
The Heavy is Dead?
It is, of course, an ancient tragedy. And in order to support that statement, I suggest we take a look at a couple characteristic features. Ancient drama plays are known to have adhered to the rule of three unities of time, place and action. The unity of time means that the action presented in the drama should occur over no longer than 24 hours, or even better, over the course of the play in real time. And such is the case with
The Heavy is Dead!
The unity of place means that the whole thing should take place in one location, which is also the case here. And lastly, the unity of action means that everything that happens in the play should revolve around one principal event. In this case,
Why is The Heavy is Dead?
but the three unities are not all, of course. Another thing that may grab our attention is how over the top, even hilariously so at moments, the acting is.
I'm dead!
In ancient times, this had one simple, we could even say technical reason. The people sitting in the very back rows should have the same idea of what's happening on the stage as the ones standing right in front of it. And thus every emotion, every action, every gesture had to be acted out in a way that could not be missed by the audience. Some playwrights even went a step further, ordering the actors to describe the ongoing events in addition to, or even instead of, acting them out. The latter is characteristic for the works of a Roman poet Seneca the Younger, who wrote mostly so-called closet plays, or plays that were not supposed to be performed on stage, and thus every event occurring had to be narrated by the characters. One William Shakespeare found this absolutely hilarious and parodied it in a couple of his comedies. A perfect example would be the death scene of Pyramus in A Midsummer Night's Dream. Pyramus, after piercing himself with a sword, begins thrashing around the scene and monologuing, and thus die I, thus, now
I'm dead!
So one might say that
The Heavy is Dead!
also constitutes a parody of Senecan drama, although I'd be more prone to use the word pastiche instead of parody, and for one very simple reason. Although the tragic elements presented are absurd, they are still very much present, so much so that I cannot call this work a comedy. All of the characters meet their demise, and only one of them, the engineer, can be said to have deserved this because of being
The Murderer!
He is, by the way, killed by Heavy himself, who rises from the grave to get his revenge.
You are dead! No big surprise!
The others die either in accidents, showing how fate may cause men to die with no prior warning, trying to save others, showing how even good men are not safe from harm, or by their own hand, probably in deep despair after witnessing the aforementioned tragic events.
Off to hang myself, off and left!
Therefore, I will end this speech with a statement that
The Heavy is Dead!
is a pastiche of ancient tragedy combining tragic and comedic elements. A tendency started by William Shakespeare. To anyone highly confused with what the YouTube algorithm just showed them, I mostly create content in Polish and this is not going to change. However, I will try to post videos like this in English once or maybe twice a month, so feel free to subscribe if you like the video. Thank you for watching and goodbye.